I'll try not to laugh. Even if one of them tries to make me laugh, I will try not to laugh because the challenges they are facing, me, I want to know all of it. It's why you're done. Why do we swim in him fan? Only Kojo PJay. Akwaba. But you say be a good boy.
Me all the time you're a good boy.
You don't me say. Kofi Nelson.
Aba.
Akwaba.
Ah, yeah, we'll be there.
Thank you. Thank you.
Me best me nyase.
Kofi.
Yep.
Mama find chance wodo. E wo play bi orba app.
Yep.
Musical play.
Yep.
And then you have some one-day seminar biso.
Yes.
That is also coming.
Yes.
So and then Kojo too has show.
E can be. Ni nyina is under the umbrella.
Woni show no. E woni show
no. Ni
no.
nyina show ni so.
Wo sheman kasa. Kofi, let me ask you first.
Great. Go ahead.
What is the biggest challenge you faced since you started?
Oh, this is interesting. It seems to be a cliche.
Okay.
Money, funding, money. I mean, that's the biggest challenge, getting to fund the project. You see, as a creative, all ideas now, what will be a person here, but you limit yourself because of your money. I take you back when 3 Music Awards, Black Sheriff done an opening performance at the just ended 3 Music Awards with the rains coming and all that. Truth be told, it was not new. I mean, Stormzy had done similar stuff and all that. But the point is, doing that setup, even people be here now, that setup, no, the money involved. It is was an idea, no, some 10 years back. What let me tell you, into people so they went to copy from some people, but Nipakuno was that idea some 10 years back. The fan or the Bayern, he had to kill that creativity. Do you get them? So it seems to be a cliche, so be a come, but it's indeed the real challenge. Other challenges may differ per person, per you are engaged in a particular project or a particular production. Be also about the challenge, but what runs through, I mean, it's the same thing. It's all the funding, the money, and
all the funding, the money, and all that. Kojo, when you're funding, no, is it not because comedy wasn't that attractive? Because Mekai Musano, I mentioned KSM earlier. Yeah. Apart from the political satire, no, na thank God it's Friday. Yeah. Na no so yeah, enyesru eyi kakran kakra. And then there was Fritz Bafo. And na oye FNF show on Metro TV. And see at that time no not we'll try na what the comedy eyi was a banka kankakra. And then all of a sudden no new hormone view. And then now we're son we PJay view. Them inconsistency, no? Don't you think that also could be a cause of you guys finding it difficult to get financing for comedy shows and events?
Well, to a certain degree, a bit more that because what every corporate institution wants to get from investing money is to make sure say investment for a long term they are going to benefit. To make American, they invest and then within some few years now it's not going well, and then you cut off, and then they couldn't make what they estimated within that period of year. Now, when people are coming back to them, they feel the same way. That the question maybe as some few years, these guys would they be able to sustain? Would they be consistent? I'm doubt no. The corporate bodies they are scared to invest, but. I can say for now the new crop of comedians, back then this man we are sitting na nyomana ntiase wo no maybe hunu undo to then yeah, now I can tell you that those times obi no am sure that onya opedo be Uber driver, that job was not existent. Even TikTok star was not a job. We are getting to a time where LFA form will be an occupation, a bit will be or TikTok dancer. TikTok dancer.
Behave.
Oh yeah.
The TikTok dancer.
Occupation blogger.
Okay.
Yeah. We are getting to like yeduho. So for now, no, the new crop of comedians now, we are in that system and we are in that generation now. You don't enter comedy to back out. At least for me and a few of my boys in Koma Yedino, we are not in comedy to come and try my queer. Baby, I pay the comedy corner. I don't think any of them are ready to give up this year. And if more, that there's a certain drive and force behind what we are doing. And to see Siano, what maybe the corporate institutions are trying to look out for, I think they will see it. Because on our own, without their investment, you refer national theaters, cinemas, we are packing auditoriums without them. So imagine when they come on board. Then now we'll be doing stadiums, we'll be doing arenas. Maybe you could buy or best start today or see this national theaters, bigger ones, ultra modern ones, because now entertainment is on the audience are not finding spaces for the kind of entertainment we are providing. And to see CRD, that investor confidence, I think we are on track. We are trying to restore it back.
Trying to restore it back. Kofi. The Mazi, in fact, remember, and I know it will surprise a lot of people. A lot of people. Now, Kojo saying a time will come, we'll be fairly stadium and all that. That needs more money. And a story I did before Yebeshe show yase Baba Sadi Koreka Day, a time will come corporate Ghana will not be able to fund most of these events. Member company bianize. But there are a lot of these big brands say if they are on your event some brand didn't be over baja wohono obi na dwene beye ne de wasesa billions and trillions was amo but wo hwehwe ma na wo more 4,000 or more 3,000 and these are like world brands very known brands. And to say if these brands are given this little, how will you get there even when they come on board?
Let me answer it this way. What you're saying is very, very, very true. I remember I am in, let me say I'm an investor, let me put it that way, in the arts. I mean with the stage plays, with comedy and all that. There are moments you get to do a show and you're acknowledging some sponsors. And some people somewhere may think that, wow,
when you school,
about 6 sponsors down the line. But deep down, it's kind of a win-win something. You just want to also put them on and that kind of stuff because you also want to grow together. So at times, in essence, it's not the money. There's not been money. I mean, I can say for a fact there are some people, I put them on as sponsors that not even a dime came from them. But I just felt that, okay, just as I want people to believe in me to help me grow, okay, if for some reasons they are not willing to, okay, why not? I mean, but at the end, let's be forward looking. Do you get the point? So what you are saying is very, very true. But me from my end, I believe that I was telling you when we were backstage, what's your vision? What's your vision? The one behind the particular thing you are doing, whether it's comedy, whatever you find yourself doing, whether you are writing plays, you the playwright, what's your vision? What do you want to do? I've been doing this together with my teams about 6 years down the line, and we've not had any solid investment or solid sponsorship that we can boast of that. Okay, this person came and gave us this amount of money. The only project we've done before, which was a project we did with the British Council, it was not about sponsorship. Like we needed to do a project for them, and it's their project, and they funded it. But all our commercial events, we self-fund, like we find our own way to get it done. So it's all because of the vision we have. Let's build that brand. Let's do what we can do and serve the audience. That's the most important. Let's serve the audience. You see, if you're able to serve the audience, all right, and you serve them right, you were saying earlier, if you were first charging them 30 cedis and you serve them right, next time they'll pay 50 cedis. If you serve them right. And when you started, please, you started charging, was it 20 cedis?
20,
okay.
Yeah.
Some 6 years ago, we were charging as low as 20 or 30 cedis.
Yeah.
Okay.
We update to some 30, then to 50. And this year we are doing 80. Ordinarily it's supposed to be 100, but like, let's up it. And the audience are paying and coming for it. So if you serve the audience well, they can come in their numbers and you can do 2, 3 shows, 4 shows, maybe in about 2, 3 days. And you can plow back your investment. Not even thinking of the sponsor who will just come and give you that 4,000 and we expect exactly. So it's still back to you putting that together. What's your vision? What do you want to do? And still go ahead with or without the funding, with or without the sponsorship. Still go ahead. And when you're able to serve the audience, they'll pay you back. That's what I believe in.
Kojo, without the sponsorship too, how easy is it?
Oh, it's not easy. It's not easy without sponsorship. It's not easy. As far as I know, I'm here to do my own show.
Okay.
See, many other guys need dinkomo, and like he's saying, Oregon, it's not easy at all.
Yes, nice.
But thanks to God, we have some very supportive people in the comedy industry. One, Mr. Razak, shout outs to him wherever he is, supports the comedians so much. And there are a few benevolent people. When they hear the show, they support you. Some don't give you maybe lump sum, skibi there, Gina Faye. But maybe they'll buy 10 tickets. They won't even show up, but they'll buy 10 tickets, give it to your family. Or to be in your car. It's not easy, but there were people in the industry who are helping in the smallest way that they can. The creative nankasa no a new show easy there. It's not easy. It's not easy at all.
Now coming to how much you guys charge for these events.
Yeah.
Within about, let's say, a year, comedy shows are way cheguno, onya some papa. And a cat no will be ana. When you are leaving, you know you've gotten your money's worth. So if you guys believe in what you are doing, and we also know that when we come, we'll get our money's worth. Then it's not 1 2.
Yeah,
1 to 2.
1 to 2
price.
price.
1 to 2.
Ono 1 to mukwa.
1 to mukwa.
Here's the thing. I think the forefathers, the predecessors.
Forefathers,
ancestors, no, my born painful. So the predecessors, no. I think when they started, no, they were going through a certain challenge. First of all, now comedy no one into Mbapa.
But some KSM shows, they were not cheap.
No, not even from KSM. I mean, after KSM, now that long break, stand-up was reviving again. Those who took the mantle up, they were fighting something. It was not even about finance. There was a notion there. There was a notion there. The Ghanaian comedians are not funny like the Nigerians. So that was what they were fighting. Now, Obia,
they say, some Ghanaian comedians are not funny.
Oh, well.
The last comedy event I went to, there was one guy who came, one tall guy, and in my head I was like, why was he built?
You see, let me. Okay, you're a performer, so you can easily.
So, I think last time you buy Mekai, the way stand-up comedy is now, and the way it is in Ghana right now, it is not easy for anybody who comes in afresh to go on stage and be hitting it like Obi Awaye for 8 years. Obi today, if a guy Eric, let them to Obi and Ponsawa. There's a huge, vast experience.
Yes,
yeah, but that guy probably is at the stage where Obi and Ponsa started. No, so onya ne on and off kakra. So for people, and I advise them, what be more fresher. There are certain platforms you shouldn't go on. A new stand-up comedian, don't go on certain platforms because you've not gained certain experiences. I could just stage neck and one joke now answer. It's there. alarm be bo. Obo wa nyine
Why they can't hold us if
sure they you me better. O ma me se ko teacher ante
attract jokes.
It takes experience. Obi a why ya che and obi flip it back and then pick some good joke and then they are back on track and then they win the audience. It's not easy. Until I be more fresh than give yourself time to study and work. And thanks to God, since you comedy club 2927 or Tesano, every Thursday 7 p.m. we are there trying new materials every week. Oh, this is them fire name who comedy music no every week if you are writing jokes you can imagine.
And we invite him.
Then invite
Thursdays. Do you know one of the reasons why I haven't come? Aside time. Another reason why I haven't come is mempeda mati jokes na my use. Them na ba events na worry ya. I know it already.
Yeah.
Only na membe.
But anumpo no anya them there in a joke no like in the first state. If it works, now we are going back to polish it. Yeah, the next time I bet to anything the same.
No, next week, my
oh, bruh.
Next week.
Was a honor raw.
Next week.
I didn't buy it in my aka.
Nah, can.
It's so ya niako work need be park.
What they had be try and error.
Damn not it. They were
Kofi, you wanted to say something.
The experience I've had with comedians, it will be unfair to say that Ghanaian comedians aren't funny.
Oh, most of them are, but some are not.
You see, in your line of duty, all right, as a presenter, you have some presenters that are Nkoye.
Well,
presenters who are there. I get the opportunity to when I have what was a senior air corner. It's any scripted like on Timmy. Not 30 minutes, no more. Now within 5 minutes, that's a mark and seven. Like
so there's nothing else.
Yeah.
But I have a lot more I could share. And Nipakono, but it will not be fair to say presenters, Ghanaian presenters are not good. Sana mihono. Me bear mu to invest in the comedy space from the festival, Alewa Festival of Arts. No, it's right from the word go. It started a festival back in 2017. I believed in Ghanaian comedians and by my very good friend, Ebenezer Jumo. I invited him to MC the show, and he did. Okay. The following year, and you realize that the audience loved him, and he was the only comedian. And by then, Jumo it was like friends and him. Then the second year, I again put him on because I saw what he did, they loved it. Then after the third time, I was like, nah, let's put comedians together. So I spoke to him that now let's bring other comedians. By then, I can say confidently say brand name to the level the Jerry Papaya himself, not brand name. But the audience any J their course no.
Oh yes, so
so the fourth year, they were like, nah, let's go. And I can say probably say, we event Obiaka say, wow, like me, you can say comedy, but it's all they loved it. And last year was another epic night, epic year with Lexi, with himself, and all that. And no, I'm here into media. I'll mean a bad thing to accept say Ghanaian comedians are fun. And you see, I did back when woman. You had to see say Obi Beka and the in town comedy shows.
The last comedy show I'm going to sister Vita Meche. Let me yank my catching on show no Kofi.
Or Casewa. So that banana.
Can all the shower about banana. Is it all Madame like Moshan is I'm with so Kofi.
So there indeed. Comedy impeded.
So Kofi. About some. No one can do about politics and a mumu there and a president.
There's this thing we need to put. I mean, in creative arts, no. Ajuma we wait to my travel about your basu, your senior casa or bada ben, and you didn't see sooner. What kind of not so na?
Oh, Kofi.
You see, but you see, in your line of duty, there's a way I so presented at the end of it's same as a writer. When I'm writing plays, na me here in Amiba. As to my thought process in my room, writing that, getting to rehearse my people, and getting to perform. No? Like only who be now the akoso. And it's very difficult. It's creating like creativity. I mean, any day, anytime. I keep saying to create something, to come out with something. It's very difficult, and I want people to appreciate that it's very difficult. So be a comedian, or be a presenter, or be a journalist, like in the creative space, or be draw, be near here.
I get what you mean.
When we talk them down, it's some way.
I mean, our encouragement, we keep encouraging. I think echo show be now. Maybe you meet a comedian when you're bad day, you can say, "Oh,
it's one of those things." It's one of.
I think there's. I'll put out that. I think you had a bad day, but so
after
go.
the show, I will know I didn't have a good show.
Didn't have a good show.
Exactly. I will know I didn't have a good show.
But you see, it feels good there. I know you are good. But today was not so next time.
But I
want your interview. This one it was not good. This one it was not.
You about 4 people. Why did you? They will kill your spirit.
That one.
Time. But so let's touch on coming events. Or 12th of November.
Okay. Yeah. So the
National Theatre.
Yes.
Okay.
The main event for the festival this year is happening on the 12th of November. At the National Theatre, with the 2 main acts, which is the stand-up comedy and the stage play. So you pay 80 cedis. You pay. You're enjoying everything.
So if I pay 80 cedis, I'll enjoy stand-up comedy.
You are in one sitting, like we are given.
And I'll enjoy sweet nonsense.
You are sitting in for everything.
Sweet nonsense.
Yes. Exactly.
That thing is sweet.
So it's like
it is sweet TV.
Laughter buffet and sweet nonsense.
And the other surprise acts are young Kanhuasem.
Yes.
All in 80 cedis.
Oh wow.
Yes.
All in 80 cedis.
What's a 12 November no be Sabada?
It's Saturday.
Oh, my lunch.
Saturday by ni now.
Mon lunch Mori Bane and our lunch
12th of November.
Time near 6 p.m.
6 p.m. Red carpets now from 5. I mean, there are some karaoke sections. You know, it's an art festival. So there's a whole lot we are doing. From a piano, some art exhibition, Bibe Koso, karaoke been in Mu, red carpets, no 9 year, never been in Muna, to say, from 6 p.m. Not to say. Music
and
over there.
80
live band music, you're enjoying live band music.
Live band no boko do enfa. I don't know legs in the show. We in the human pen.
I love you on. Yeah.
Human pen.
I mean, Abba,
what very shame.
Abba, the 12th November. That's why we are saying.
Now one for Kofi.
Me say, when the
25th or 30th.
You know,
of course, human pen.
I mean, I told Lex that, and you see, there's one thing. Audience. You see, the kind of audience never ban. That audience, I told Lex, I pray I get this kind of audience. Like, the energy was there. We closed late, but like, the energy was there for them to still, and that's the vibe. I mean, that's the vibe we want as event organizers. Say, the audience now, on the vibe, the banty. Yes, in general, can and you say, Obi Kajoku now, what do I drink, be home, 9 years.
Who won't pay anyone? But some bag can see baby. No bag is from baby. Come on, don't know the chance. Miss one jam means I
get the point. You get the point. So, I mean, but that's what we are. It's a back-to-back performances to have fun,
definitely be
have fun and everything.
And then you have a also leading with your craft.
Leading with your craft. Okay.
Seminar.
Yes, that's this Saturday. You know, some of these things now. Saying you can obi ba or person a comedian. The only man say obi and ponsen blow, legs here blow, like, but we name the rudiments.
Okay.
Like on your ready so base BB. You're a playwright. You're coming. Only man say oh, a senior man, Ebo White. I mean he's there. But he's saying
Ebo White waha.
So we put in.
Awo wankasa show waha.
Yeah.
Dr. Tabitha De Wahanum, PJay, my very own PJay Wahamanum, Mr. Samuel Eyim, Onoso Wahamanum.
These are people who have excelled in their various...
final words.
These are people who have excelled in their line of duty, and we've invited them. Say, as young ones are here, bano, you meet your monumentsem. You get the 9 years so. This Saturday, it's free. I know you're free.
British Council.
9:30 a.m.
Yeah, Baba.
We are meeting this Saturday.
Your lunch.
Sure.
Kojo.
Abba,
Yes,
First of all, you better was.